The actual process, do you just sort of pick the whole lot up, or do you make them think there's smoke and they've got to go somewhere safer, or?
Just basically put that box underneath.
Yep.
And then just shake them off.
Oh, okay. So is the queen inside there somewhere?
There should be a queen in there, yeah.
Okay. Do you know what type of bees they are?
Yeah, probably Italian.
Italian, yeah. Am I safe here?
Should be.
So I'll be running fast if I have to.
Not allergic, are you?
Nah. You might score a couple of mandarins as well. It doesn't matter if you damage the tree a bit. It's pretty impressive. Did you see the queen?
No, not yet.
So there's still another little bit up there.
Sorry?
There's still another little bit up there?
Yeah, there's still a bit up there. The queen could even be still up there, but she doesn't like the daylight, so she'll go to wherever it's dark. So if she's landed on there, she'll be hopefully down there.
And they'll be talking to each other saying, where's the queen? She's down here, she's okay.
Oh, yeah, they put their bums in the air and they spread this pheromone, the queen pheromone.
Oh, yeah.
And that's usually tells them where she is.
So is that a normal size swarm, or?
Well, it's probably about average what I've got. I've only got like half a dozen this season, but sometimes you see them and they'll be probably 10 times that.
Oh wow. So sometimes access will be a problem if they're right up in a high tree or something?
Yeah, I don't have any heavy or long ladders or anything like that, but what some people do is they'll get a extension pole or something and
knock it down.
Put it on the end of a bucket.
Yep.
And knock them into the bucket
and that's a good idea.
Stick them into the hive. So.
Yep. They're even doing weeding for us, well done. It's funny seeing a spoonful of bees.
Yeah, well, if you look down there, see how they're
all going in.
All going in?
Yeah.
So that should mean that the queen's in there.
Oh, good.
Hopefully. So.
No, she's probably already asleep. Does she fly on her own, or do they carry her?
She flies.
And so does this just get left here for a few hours and then, or do you take it, or?
Well, hopefully we'll see how quickly they, if I give that another shake, they'll all be in the air.
Yep.
And if she's in there, they'll be telling everyone that Queen's in the box, and they should all, instead of going back there, Well, there might be some that will go back there, but the rest will go into...
Is that a special capture box, or is that just a normal hive?
That's one that I've made up.
Oh.
It's got a normal hive box, but I've made a permanent bottom on it. So you don't have to worry about strap on the bottom.
I might have to have a cup of coffee and come back. We'll go inside and have a cuppa.
Yeah.
I'll give them a chance to do their thing. They were very impressive when they were flying around here, this whole area. We've got it on film as well. It's just, it was just...
Yeah.
So you make your own honey?
Yep.
And do you sell it?
I do, yes.
And what's the name of your business?
Wright's Honey Farm.
Wright's Honey Farm. And if people wanted to get some really yummy fresh honey from Bendigo, how do they find you?
There's Facebook. Wright's Honey Farm on Facebook, or there's Wright's Honey Farm webpage.
Okay. Well, I should be able to find that.
Yep.
So how much honey would a swarm that big make in a year? Or?
Well, I haven't really had this is my first year of catching swarms, so a normal healthy hive could probably produce probably 30 to 50 kilos.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So,
and one hive would be in one box? Or do
it'd be one brood box, which is one like that, and then it could have 2 or 3 on top of it.
Do they fly at night or only during the day?
Mainly during the day, daylight hours sort of thing.
Although the queen, I suppose normally the queen isn't flying, she's back at the hive in the dark.
The only time the queen flies is when she swarms,
yep,
or if she's out on a mating flight.
Okay.
The rest of her years are spent in the hive.
So with the new swarm, do they have to then lay obviously more eggs or whatever, however they produce, so that they don't carry any from the old?
Yeah, they've got to build new comb.
Yep.
New honeycomb, and because before they swarm, they get as much honey as they can in their tummies, and they swarm, so they've got enough energy, and also so that when they find a place, they've got the honey to make all the comb. And once they made some comb, which could be a couple of days, then the queen will start laying if she's mated already.
And you see them with all the smoke and that. Does that scare them or put them to sleep, or what's that for?
The smoke basically just makes them think there's a bushfire coming. And so what they'll do is they'll go and fill their tummies with honey, and that'll make them a bit docile. Yep. So they're not as flighty and not as... And it also hides the pheromone as well. So.
Do you have to use smoke today, or you don't think so?
I usually don't when I'm doing a swarm, but if they're not going in the hive, if they're just sitting out the front of the box, I'll just smoke them in the box. But I try not to. Attacked by ants, if they can't defend themselves, the ants will get in there and get all the honey, and and then before they actually die, they'll abscond, which they'll leave the hive. Abandon the hive, so that's if they get overrun by ants or anything like that. So
I wish I'd eat fruit fly.
Yeah.
It's been pretty bad lately. So they seem to be on those rocks over there. We've started another little...
Yeah, there's a few over there.
And are there any ways, if you can see them starting to swarm in your backyard and you don't want them to be there, you squirt water at them, or is there any way?
I have heard people put turn a sprinkler on, and things like that'll stop them from staying in one spot, sort of thing.
Yeah, I tried to put the sprinkler on, but I think it was too many. They just laughed at me.
Yeah, I think the sprinkler sort of idea that I've heard is if they're in a hive already, it'll stop them from coming out. Stop them from swarming out, but. What the bees are sort of funny. Once they decide what they're going to do it no matter what.